Hey, this is Ethan from Plastic Galaxy, and I'm making a video on the Heman, Shera, and a little bit of miscellaneous haul that we got last weekend at a flea market for only $150. Now, keep in mind, some of these figures alone can almost be worth that much. So, I'm going to go through this. Ooh, this was a great find. We were selling stuff at a flea market, and this guy walked up to us and said, I have a bunch of He-Man stuff, and there was one key item that I might have already got on camera, but if you guys haven't seen it, I don't want to show it to you yet because I want to save it till the very end, because that alone can almost, let's say, triple how much money we paid for this just by 5 or 6 times, which is amazing. And I've been wanting this for a while. So first we'll start off with Snake Mountain. That one on the side is one that we already had. I have one that's in mint condition of my own that I'm keeping. This is the one that we got. That one's almost in mint. It's just a little bit dirty. Then we got the Fright Zone with its original puppet and everything, which is very hard to get. The only bad part is it's missing the base, and some of the tree limbs are a little bit broken. So it's missing that stuff, which really sucks because I really love this, but I think I'm going to be keeping this one instead of selling it. Then we'll just get through the Shera figures real fast to get it out of the way. Which, there are only 2 figures that I actually kind of like, which is Shera and Bo. But then there's these figures, which I'm not the greatest on Shera people. The Thundercats figures are not from the haul, though. Besides 2 of them that we got over there. I'll show them later. So, we got this tank thing and this gun thing. I don't know the names of them. This shoots discs. This shoots these. I'm keeping both of these, but not this part right here. I have a better condition one that the stickers aren't falling off and anything upstairs, so I'm just going to sell this part and just keep the rest. So now let's go on to the actual figures. In the last video, before I brought these down, I think it was like a few videos ago, you did get to see these 7 out of 10 Meta Orbs He-Man figures. They're really weird. When I first saw them, I kind of thought they were Beast Wars, but then I was like, oh, I know what those are. No one really collected them, but if you have all 10 of them, you can sell it for around, and this is loose, keep in mind that, you can sell them for around $230. If you have the complete set of 10, we have 7 out of 10 loose, so we can probably make about like $150 or maybe a little bit more than that on those. We have Panther. He's complete with, and that's a Battle Skeletor, and then there's a Cringer, but he's not complete. So he's just Cringer. He's not really Battle Cat, although that might be the Mexican edition. Now that I'm looking at it, but it does have this weird glue stuff on it, which really decreases the value, as you can see. I'll have to look at that later, but yeah, there's the glue right there. I guess they glued the back part on to him. So here is some of the figures that we have. We have a bunch of the Snake Men, for example, Ratlore, one of my favorites right here that I'll show you. They made so many actions with these figures, and there was so much put in. This is Snake Face. He's very cool, and he's in very good condition. This is another one of my favorites. It's not a Snake Man, but it's Mosquitor. You can pump blood into his stomach, basically, into his heart. Very cool. He's complete with his gun. Then one of the priciest figures that we got, one of my favorite, probably on my top 5 favorite, He-Man Masters of the Universe original figures, ScareGlow. He is magnificent, as you can see. He's in perfect quality. His cape and his sword. Ratlore, if you've never seen his action, which I'm sure you have, his head pops out. We got the Sorceress, but she unfortunately did not have her staff. King Hiss, which, you know what, I don't really want to show what he does right now. But basically, you can take his arm pieces and you can take apart his head piece, and there'll be a snake underneath. He's the leader of the Snake Men. Where's some other Snake Men? Where's Tongue Lasher? You know what? Oh, here's Tongue Lasher. He's another one of my favorite Snake Men. As you can see, hold on, let me try to get this. His tongue pops out, which is pretty cool, and it's in pretty good shape. Jitsu, Leech, some of the Horde figures are worth a lot of money, like the actual Horde guard right there. He's worth some money. Hordak, this is worth a little bit more money than the regular Grizzlor. Yeah, Grizzlor. I get him mixed up with another character, but this is the the early version. Sometimes mistaken for the turkey one, but no, this is the early one. Originally, his face was darker, and then when they made it again, they made it lighter. This is the darker version. That is the original. This is another figure from the movie, which the movie sucked. We can all agree on that, but this figure is worth a lot of money. His name is... Actually, to be honest, I forgot his name, but he actually lights sparks in his mouth. As you can see, he's worth a lot of money, but he's unfortunately missing his gun. This guy, his name is Blade. He's from the movie also, but he's actually surprisingly worth some money, and he has his swords. Someone was selling him without his swords just for $45 at a convention I went to. There's a He-Man over there, which there's other figures that I took upstairs that I don't feel like getting out right now, but I got the Mexican He-Man and the Mexican Skeletor and a few other Mexican figures. As you can see, another movie figure, Gildor. The movie was terrible, but I have to admit that one guy over there, I think his name starts with a T, that lights sparks, he's actually pretty cool, but Blade and Gildor I'm not big fans of, and that movie was terrible. Squeeze is another Snake Man that we got. He's not really worth that much, but he's still kind of cool. As you can see, Cobra Khan, the original Snake Man before they came in, he's actually missing his head right here. Then we have people like the Dragstore, Duncan, or Man-in-Arms, whatever you want to call him. This guy, I forget his name, he's a ninja. He's missing a lot. He's missing his swords and his mask and chest plate that go over him, but he's still worth a little bit of money. We got Modulok's instruction manual, but sadly, this person really sucks that we bought it from, because they only have Modulok's side piece, his legs, and then they have half of Multibot's gun and one of Multibot's legs, so they really misplaced those. The Wind Raider, or Wind Waker, I don't remember the name. This is the Slime Pit right there, complete. I forget the name of the horse. These things are in terrible condition, not complete at all, and then that's a broken bridge to Snake Mountain. Some of the Shera horses and stuff in the Swan thing. I think this one is Swiftwind right here. One of the only things that I know the name of from Shera. You saw him in the last video too. We also got a Secret Wars Falcon and a Superpowers Martian Manhunter. Two